A mother decides to catfish her own daughter, harasses her, and gets arrested. I kid you not. Let's put the picture up full mass. This is an insane story, but true. A Michigan mother has been charged after allegedly harassing her own teenage daughter and her daughter's boyfriend under a fake identity online for more than a year. That's called dedication. 42-year-old Kendra Gail Licari of Mount Pleasant, Michigan, is now charged with 2 counts of stalking a minor, 1 count of obstruction of justice, both felonies with a maximum of 5 years in prison. So basically, she was committing a crime virtually every day, all right? She was also charged with 2 counts of using a computer to commit a crime, a felony for which she could receive up to 10 years in prison, according to the Morning Sun. She was taken into custody and charged on Monday. She was released with a $5,000 bond. The mom is scheduled to appear in court again on December 29th. We will give you the update on that. Officials began to investigate this. They were investigating her alleged messages after cyberbullying complaints were sent to her daughter's school district, Beal City Schools, where the mother was also a girls' basketball coach, is where it happened. The complaint involved the daughter as well as the teenage boyfriend. That's according to the Morning Sun. Let's put up the county prosecutor involved in this. Isabella County prosecutor, his name is David Burberry, said per the Morning Sun that the mother and other students and the other student's mother initially helped the school district investigate the harassing message. It's okay, yeah. The parents got involved and they started to help us with this investigation. This was a serious issue, okay? But when the district resources ran low and it became apparent that many of the messages were received off school grounds, local police stepped in to assist. Family members then told authorities that the teenagers started getting the messages early last year, according to the prosecutor. There were allegedly up to 12 text messages per day. After the prosecutor's office gathered 349 pages of text messages and social media DMs, the local authorities ultimately called in the FBI's Computer Crime Division in April. Let's put up the superintendent. All right, so what do we have so far? We have the prosecutor involved, school system involved. We have the local police involved, and now we have the FBI involved because a mother has decided to catfish, according to the allegation, her own daughter at the school she works at and her daughter's boyfriend. So you're looking at Beal City School Superintendent William Chilman also said, per the Morning Sun, authorities told him they suspected that it was the mother. They told him, we think it's her. The FBI confirmed their suspicions when it determined the messages were coming from the mom's IP address, multiple IP addresses. Barbary told the publication. He added that the mom admitted to police to sending the messages. According to a criminal complaint obtained by Local 12, the mother allegedly masked her location with a software program and used multiple numbers and area codes so it would seem as if her daughter's friends were sending the text messages. There's more. The mother also spoke in slang terms and used trendy abbreviations, the Morning Sun reported. She ultimately aided her daughter in telling authorities about the messages, Local 9 and 10 News reported. This thing just gets more ridiculous by the minute. Barbary said the mother alleged motives are not clear. However, her daughter and the other teenager are said to be distraught, according to the local news. What in the hell? Okay. When I saw this story, I initially thought, okay, there has to be some other explanation. Maybe there's a massive mistake and the mother is being blamed. But after vetting the story, approving the facts, and looking at the details, not only did she admit it, but it was so clear as to who was behind it that all of the authorities have universally agreed. What's interesting is that the dedication it took to do something like this. She was literally playing multiple characters every single day in order to harass her own teenage daughter and her daughter's boyfriend. This is one of those what in the hell stories. David, man, if I did not know it to be true, I would say nowhere in the hell this happened. Thoughts here?
12 messages a day, that's a lot. And look, I get the impulse as a parent. Sure, you want to keep track of who your daughter is talking to online. And if your daughter has a boyfriend, are they being responsible? I sort of get that. And is the boyfriend tempted to cheat on your daughter? I can sort of understand that. But this idea that you go to such great lengths to test out any of this or to have such a unhealthy obsession with your daughter's life that you would spend 12 messages a day, 365 pages of documents, creating all these fictitious people. That's really bizarre. And I feel badly for the daughter and the boyfriend because I think distraught is an understatement. All teenagers are embarrassed by their parents, but can you imagine what this particular teenager has to deal with now? This is really crazy.
Yeah, and then in addition to that, the mother is a coach at the school. If she would treat her own daughter this way, how would she treat your daughter? That has to now be a question for parents and the school system at large.